Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to Autism in the Raw. I think all mothers with kids with autism should be given honorary degrees in marketing. We could all be expert marketing consultants. We recognize the crafty pitfalls they create to ensnare our children, as if they were little houseflies, and the gift shop at the lobby in Bob Evans is one big, sticky, all-consuming web. I imagine the marketing men in suits and ties watching the video of me trying to untangle myself and my son from their carefully planned trap while they stroke their Siamese cats and whisper, "Our plan has worked perfectly. She'll never be able to escape without buying at least a Bob Evans Beanie Baby and a pack of juicy fruit gum." I have to plan our outings very carefully. I would gather everyone together and lay a map of Target out on the table and drill the troops like Patton. We would attack from the south, avoiding the cereal aisle because Kellogg's has a campaign pushing the new Toy Story movie. And we still have 12 boxes of Frosted Flakes from the Batman marketing blitzkrieg. The enemy was brilliant to put 3 different characters out, each separately. We had to open at least 20 boxes before we found all 3. And everyone knows you gotta have the set. This time we're prepared, men. I can smell victory. Actually, Alex didn't behave any differently from any other kid, except that his meltdowns were like tantrums on steroids. He behaved like a bratty 2-year-old. But he was the size of a second-string linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Eventually, his meltdowns did subside, and we thankfully traded the kicking, flailing, and spitting for, "Aw, please, pretty please." Every once in a while, a full-blown meltdown will rear its ugly head, like the last time we went to the wild animal sanctuary. These damn parks are designed in a way that the only way to enter or exit the park is to go through the gift shop. The trap. Naturally, Alex saw a beautiful, nearly life-size stuffed elephant. And when I saw the price tag, I vomited a little in my throat, and I knew we were headed for a breakdown. Now that he's older, there's a whole new set of skills that he has to learn. I remember when one mother explained to me how she would send her autistic son in the store to buy a newspaper. He had to return with the newspaper and correct change. I was aghast. The mere idea of letting Alex go to the public men's room alone made me break out in nervous hives. Before jumping that hurdle, I always took him into the ladies' room with me. I began to realize that I was making him a target. I was inadvertently stigmatizing him. So for all the therapy to teach him appropriate social behavior, I still held his hand when we were walking through a parking lot. I've read many books written by parents of children with autism. Most of them are sappy stories about journeys and unlocking your child from autism. I called a moratorium on all books until I caved and finally read A Friend Like Henry by Nuala Gardner. The cover has a photo of a yellow lab on it, so I knew right away that I was going to hate it. But I have to say that this book is probably one of the best books I've ever read on autism. Ms. Gardner is one cool mom. I love that she taught her son how to deal with the school bully by teaching him a foul 4-letter word. And on top of it, she warned him not to let the teachers hear him say it. She practiced with him at home, rehearsing how to tell that bully to take a hike. The book opened my eyes to a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to have to teach Alex. So no more holding hands in public, no more licking napkins and wiping his face for him in restaurants, and no more trips to the potty together. Alex is 11, and he needs to learn how to be 11. Most importantly, I need to learn how to let him be 11. He's now learning the value of money, which he earns during his lessons. I rehearse with him what to say to the cashier before we go to the store so that he can spend his money, and he's doing wonderfully. We're still quite a ways away from sending him in alone to buy a newspaper, but it's coming. I have seen him become more confident and less dependent on me to speak for him. The biggest bonus is that he understands that he can't have everything. He isn't impervious to the marketing mongers, but I ask you, who among us is? Good night.